Hello, my friends. Happy to be here with you tonight. It is a great pleasure to be sharing with you what I have to share with you tonight. I am going to be showing you the 5 ways to achieve self-mastery. And I am so happy to be sharing this with you because, hey, you know what? We all need to know how to master ourselves. Here, let me just turn off the notifications on my phone. I forgot to do that. And there we are. So no one can disturb us while I share with you. You're going to get the opportunity for me to show you 5 different ways that we experience life in such a way that it derails us from our purpose, keeps us from climbing our mountain. So my friends, for those of you that are watching live, I'm happy to have you here. I'm hoping that you'll share some comments with me. Let me know that you're here. I know that one of my affiliate teams is watching a go live from Australia, so there probably won't be any of those people on here tonight, but that's okay. You can always catch the replay. I'm happy to have you here, either whether you're live or whether you're on the replay. Either way, I'm honored to have you here. So feel free to ask questions, make comments. I am happy to answer either now or later. Give me a replay if you're watching later. And whether you're live or watching a replay, let me know where you're watching from. And if you got any value out of the content that I'm going to share with you tonight. We haven't met before. I'm Dean Brown. I'm a dad, professional businessman, a holistic life coach. I even teach a little bit about the law of attraction. I'm a digital online marketer. I am a brother to those that know me and a friend to those that don't. So you're more than welcome here. I'm happy to have you here. I help professional men and dads by providing a high-performance, holistic coaching program that creates a unique to you 6- and 7-figure business multi-stream income. So here we are, my friends, and here we go. I don't know if you believe in mysticism, if you understand meditation. I don't know what your history is, or I don't even know what your challenges are until you share with me what those challenges are. And of course, as a life coach, as a holistic life coach, mind, body, and spirit, I'm happy to share all those things, or have you share all those things with me so I can guide you to the place of high performance, because I am a high performance coach and I am extremely honored to be in a place where I can help people get to their next levels. It is so powerful. So when it comes to learning how to master yourself, it's a deep subject. There's a lot of stuff to learn. There's a lot of stuff to know what you need to do, and it's a powerful ability when you can learn how to master yourself. Now, as I've said, there's 5 ways to achieve self-mastery. So tonight I'm going to walk through them after I tell you a story. So of course, enjoying life is simple, right? We're meant to experience life by doing the things we like to do. That's what our purpose is. That's why we are here. We are spirits having a physical experience, and we're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, my friends. We are supposed to be enjoying ourselves. So let me tell you a story about a man who lived near a mountain and desired to climb that mountain. He wanted to see the view from the top. So one day, sure enough, he said, okay, today's the day. I am going to begin the journey of climbing this mountain. And he began. He arrived at the foot of the mountain, and he met the first traveler that had come down the mountain, had been up the mountain and had come down. And he stopped the man and he asked, how did you get up the mountain? And what did you see from the top? And of course, the traveler shared his experiences and you know, the view that he had experienced. And the traveler was like, oh, wow. He started to think that the path this guy's describing is very exhausting. So I need to find a better way to get up that mountain, a better way to climb this mountain. So he continued to walk along the bottom of the mountain, the foot of the mountain, until he met the next traveler. And that next traveler, he asked again the same questions. He says, how did you get up the mountain and what did you see? So, of course, the traveler, having been down the mountain and full of the experience, shared that with him, answered the question. So, of course, as he bumped into people and asked them these questions, he started to realize that, wait a second, you know, he asked more and more people. He kept bumping into travelers. He kept thinking to himself, this is a tough climb. I need to find a better way to do this. And he kept telling himself that based on how other people described what they had gone through to get up the mountain. And of course, he wasn't convinced of the best direction or the best way to get up that mountain. And he ended up asking over 30 people about the best way to get up that mountain, because he was not in a big rush to put all that effort in to achieve his goal, to fulfill his journey. And if this sounds like you, my friends, I can relate. I've been there. I've been in a place where I didn't understand what it took. I was always basing what I was doing on what other people were saying, what other people were doing, what other people were teaching, without expressing who I really was. So this is a story about how you can understand that you need to take your journey for yourself, not based on what other people share with you. So guess what? After he spoke to all these people, he finally made up his mind. Now that he'd had 30 different people plus share with him how they had gotten up the mountain, all different variations, all different ways, and they had 30 plus different experiences at the top of the mountain, he thought, I no longer need to climb this mountain. I've experienced it from everybody's point of view. I don't need to do this anymore. Well, it's unfortunate. The man never climbed that mountain. He never completed his journey. And this happens to many of us. This happens to so many of us, where we simply think we want to get something done in life and we don't complete the journey. And that's a tragedy. That is not the way we're supposed to live our lives. We are supposed to complete the journey, my friends. If it's worth the first step, it's worth the final step. We are here to enjoy our lives, do what you like to do, and complete the journey. That is why we're here, my friends. So, firstly, each of us needs to find our own most suitable way to climb our mountains. And secondly, there is information that cannot be shared through communication of words. You can hear the words, you can hear the story, but it doesn't give you everything you need to understand for yourself. The experience of doing it yourself is the key factor. So it's impossible, actually, to share the experience of personal clarity, which is essentially what I'm talking about. I'm talking about personal clarity. When you're standing on that peak by yourself, that there's nothing that can replace that experience. That is where you get your personal clarity. That's where you experience the end of your journey. That's where you understand that you've made it. You've been through all the steps. You've taken all the challenges. You've completed your journey. You are at the end of that particular journey. You've experienced it. You can now rejoice in the simple fact that you did it. That's why we're here, to complete our journey. So when you listen to other people and think that, okay, they've taken the journey, so all I need to do is hear their stories, and it's as good as me taking the journey, you can never experience the awareness of your own truth through someone else's words. You can only experience their words, not their clarity. And their clarity is not for you. Our clarity is our own. We are unique people. And clarity means to see more clearly. When we see more clearly, we can see the interrelations of the world. We can see how things intertwine, see how things work, see what the truth is and what the lies are. And in today's day and age, we are experiencing lots of truth and lots of lies. And we are in a place where we need to be able to seek our own clarity so that we can seek our own path with confidence and with purpose. And you can't believe what other people are saying and have it apply to you. You can expect them to teach you certain things for themselves and find a way to guide you to those places that are just for you. But you can't get there on your own unless you take the journey. The journey to self-mastery can only be taken by you. The other person may have reached self-mastery, but they took the journey, they finished the journey, and they got there. If you want to achieve self-mastery, you have to take your own journey. There's no other way to do it. So, my friends, if you want to manifest your goals and aspirations, you need to tell yourself that you're going to complete the journey. You need to find a way to get clarity. You need to make the choice through your awareness. Remember, we're born with two things, awareness and choice. You need to use that awareness, make that choice, and get to that place where you're reaching your goals and aspirations, my friends. I can't tell you, and I won't tell you which way to go on your journey, because you're going to encounter challenges that I am not. And all I can do is share you my experiences. I can't teach you how to have your own experiences. All I can say to you is have those experiences, because some of those challenges are going to get in your way. Some of them, like, it's the lessons of the universe. They're put there to teach you the next lesson so that you can achieve your goals and aspirations. But trust me, some of those challenges and obstacles might even stop you from climbing the mountain, my friends. That is not an impossible thing. So now we come to the place where we meet the 5 challenges. The Buddhists call them hindrances, and they will step in front of you, and they will force you to use your awareness and choice to move on and keep climbing the mountain, or they will force you to stop. The choice is yours, my friends. It's always yours. No one can live your life for you. You are the only person that can live your life. You are the only person that can choose what is right for you. Other people can teach you how they beat certain challenges, got through certain obstacles, learned certain lessons. And that helps us understand what we're going to face in a possible way if we do go on a similar journey. But it isn't going to prepare you for the challenges that you yourself are going to face. It's only going to give you an outline as to what to expect. Your actual challenges will be very unique to you. 100% unique to you. And there's only one way to beat them, and that is to continue on the journey. When you meet those obstacles, when you meet those lessons, learn them, understand them, get the clarity you need. Now, essentially, I'm talking about meditation. I'm talking about proper awareness and all that sort of thing. And as I go through, and now we're at the point where we're at the different states of mind that are these 5 challenges to achieving your self-mastery, my friends. So the first one is sensual desire. And when I heard this, I was, not sure what was being shared with me at the time. And I had to kind of listen again and understand, like, wait a second, sensual desires, the 5 senses, my friends. We're talking about the 5 senses here. So this state of mind arises in the moment when you're paying attention to a positive emotion that's either seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, or smelling. And so after walking let's just, for example, go back to the story. After walking a few miles up the mountain, you encounter a beautiful restaurant full of beautiful people. And you smell the delicious food. And you can smell all the different beverages. And you can hear the laughter and the joy. And if you follow that temptation and go into the restaurant, you've lost your path. You've stopped your journey. If it becomes so strong to be involved in that temptation, you are now totally lost. Totally lost. And if you choose not to leave, that sensual desire has become an obsession. Remaining there means you will not get the clarity of completing your journey. It's as simple as that. When you leave yourself in those places from sensual desire and choose not to continue your journey, you have now embraced an obsession that will keep you from finding the end of your clarity, from the fulfillment of your goals and aspirations. We are here to fulfill our lives and to be our complete person. And we have to do that on our own. There is no other way. Number 2, ill will or aversion. And it arises in the moment when you're paying attention to something that is giving you a negative emotion. It's from an aversion, a rejection, or a dislike against an object, a situation, or even a person. So you're climbing the mountain and it starts to rain, but you don't like rain. You're climbing the mountain and there's bumpy roads, but you don't like bumpy roads. You're climbing the mountain, and I'm just going to share the screen here so you can read it with me. You're climbing the mountain, of course, and you're in a place where, hey, wait a second, I've come across a river and I don't like to swim, right? Or you don't like swimming, so whatever else it is you choose to dislike, it will not make for a pleasant journey. All these dislikes, all these ill wills or aversions are going to get in your way. They're going to keep you from enjoying your journey. If you do not choose to let go of this ill will, you're likely not to finish that journey. You will quit. The next one is number 3, dullness or heaviness. This is experienced as sleepiness or non-motivation, a lack of energy, and can even manifest in a state of depression. I know many people that I went through it myself, as a matter of fact. It ended up leading me to try to kill myself. So I understand how this works. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you I understand how this works. When you allow yourself to keep focusing on a negative emotion, it leads to depression. And when you embrace these things, you imprison yourself. You lock yourself in a cell of your own making, a prison you made for yourself. And those are the tough ones to get out of because you made it. Mental and physical effort becomes extremely hard, my friends. The only answer is to release yourself from that prison with awareness and choice. There's no other answer. Number 4 is restlessness or confusion. So this is the state of an unsettled mind. This is something that is beat by meditation. And many people I know, the ladies at Bear Slate, have just started meditating this year. And way to go, Laura and Nicole. That's awesome for you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing that. It's very inspiring that you're following Joe Dispenza and how he teaches how to break the habit of being yourself, how to lose your mind and create a new one. That's super powerful. I really, really appreciate that truth in what you guys are doing. It's so, so powerful. So when we are doing that, I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of full screen. Oh, there we go. Because I can't see any comments that might be there. So when we're dealing with dullness or heaviness, non-motivation, we're in a place where, like I just said, you've created a prison and you put yourself in that prison. The next one is restlessness or confusion of the unsettled mind. Simply put, your mind cannot settle in the present moment, right? You're either worrying about the future or dwelling in the past. In the past, you're now choosing to reject or judge something about an event that happened in your past. And this is called monkey mind, when you can't stop focusing on the future. Now, you're supposed to visualize. So I won't, obviously we're in a place when we're meditating, we visualize. That's how we manifest. That's how we use the law of attraction. You need to visualize yourself at the end of the journey. But you're supposed to be focusing on what you're trying to do, what your goals and aspirations, not something that's going to get you in the way of what you're doing. So, right? You're skipping back and forth from branch to branch when you have monkey mind, unable to focus on the present moment. And there's no way to see clearly anymore when you're going through that. If you're struggling with an unsettled mind, you're in a place where you can't think straight. You're focusing on this, and then you're focusing on that, and your mind is all over the place. And it's not a good place to be. It's a very, very big challenge to deal with an unsettled mind. The fifth one is skeptical doubt. So essentially, it's a state of mind called indecisiveness, where you can get lost in thoughts that do not serve your purpose. So, I can do this, or can I do this, excuse me, or is this the right path? Have I made the right choice? What will other people say? What if? What if? What if? Your mind cannot synchronize with your actions when you're in this state of mind. You are all over the place, and your goal, your purpose, your aspirations have been abandoned. You become disconnected from your goals and aspirations that you have actually set for yourself. You told yourself you're going to do this, and now you're thinking in a way that, in such a way that you simply cannot achieve it. So when the way is filled with more doubt than clarity, you'll stop climbing your mountain, my friends. And the answer is to align and structure your life to prevent these 5 challenges from arising. And if you cannot, I'm going to share with you some techniques to remove the dark cloud from your mind. But in the meantime, the basic concept is just let it rain. Just let it rain. You're climbing that mountain and it's raining and you don't like it. Just let it rain. You're climbing that mountain on a bumpy road and you don't like bumpy roads. Just keep going around the obstacles on the bumpy road. It's your only way to achieve mastery. Those things are put there to help you get to a place where you understand what it means to walk in the rain, where you understand what it means to walk on a bumpy road. You're not in a positive place when you're letting these things stop you, because it's just, life does that. Life throws things in front of you, and it's our choice. Do we let the obstacle stop us, or do we push through and keep going? Which do we do? How do we go about doing what we're supposed to do? Are your goals and aspirations, is your why for choosing these goals and aspirations, are they deep enough that you can choose to be aware and understand what it takes to work past these challenges, to work past these hindrances, as they're called by the Buddhists? So the 4 steps to understand how to just let it rain. The first one is recognition. Recognize. What state of mind are you finding yourself in, right? Is it sensual desire, ill will or aversion, dullness or heaviness? Is it restlessness or confusion, or skeptical doubt? Now, I've explained these fairly clearly, and you're more than welcome to the document. If you want to let me know that you'd like to have this document, I'd be happy to share it with you. But you need, at this point, that's the first step. Recognize the state of mind you're finding yourself in. Understand what you're thinking and why. And accept is the number 2 thing to do. This is the biggest way, the most powerful way to get yourself back into clarity, back on your path, back to choosing that you want to continue up the mountain. So now you need to learn to accept, to acknowledge, and allow the situation or the person to be the way they are. There's a book called The Four Questions by Byron Katie, and she teaches about this very, very powerfully. And it's a good practice. If you want to read that book, by all means get it. It's on Audible. And this is a book that will teach you exactly how to not judge or try to change things that you cannot change. There's truly only one thing you can change in life, my friends, and that is yourself. Your own way of thinking, your own way of feeling. This is where the self-mastery is. You need to achieve those things because they're the only things that you can change. There is no other way to change anything else. It just simply doesn't happen. So you've recognized the state of mind you're in. You've accepted that there's things that you cannot change. Now you investigate your mental and emotional state and ask yourself, why did this arise? What's going on? What's going to happen if I remain in this state? Will I be able to get around this? Will I be able to work through this? Will I be able to get to the back on the path and keep climbing the mountain? Will I be able to achieve my goals and aspirations? What is it that I'm hoping to do, right? And make sure you understand your state of mind, your mental state, your emotional state, and accept it by being aware, making a choice, moving forward. Now, they call number 4 non-identification or non-identifier. This is the practice of, this is a mantra that I do when I meditate, where we are talking about, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not my emotions. Just allow yourself to see all these 3 aspects about yourself. Allow yourself to be who you are. You are not your body. You are a spirit. You are not your mind. That is a tool for you to help get you through the path, to help you become aware, to help you be the person you need to be through that awareness and make those choices. And you are not there is no such thing as you being an emotion. You could feel these emotions. That's absolutely true, because the spirit signals us with our emotions. It teaches us or guides us by our emotions, so we understand what it is. If you have an ability to understand what those emotions mean, and you're able to go through all of this stuff with a bit of clarity and become aware. Remember, I said the 2 things that we're born with, awareness and choice. Awareness is powerful. A lot of people choose not to be aware. They are manipulated by fear. They're manipulated by their various states of mind, and they keep themselves from being themselves by embracing these things in their lives. So, my friend, remember, practice meditation if you're able or if you're inclined. It is a powerful way to bring yourself to a next level. It's a powerful way. Joe Dispenza teaches how when you think of new things, you rewire them. You become in a place where they're more of a habit. The more you do it, the more of a habit it becomes, the easier it is to do. You have developed, or likely have developed, habits in your life that are extremely difficult to break. Smoking, drinking, negative thoughts, judgment of others. All these things, where you're at work and you're focusing on people that walk in the room and right away you're all caught up in this judgment about who this person is that you don't like, and so on and so forth. So keep in mind, my friends, all of our lives and us, we are too unique to copy the path from someone else. One of my mentors continues to teach me, and I get it. I understand why she carries on with this particular aspect, because she deals with lots of people that don't get it. I deal with lots of people that don't get it. But I always hear my mentor saying, develop yourself, develop your own message, your own personality, your own brand. Be who you are. I cannot be someone else. You cannot be someone else. You can only be you. And if you try to build a business by being someone else, you will not resonate with your client, with your tribe. And you will not develop trust. And there's only one way to build a business these days, my friends, and that is with trust. If your clients or your prospects or your leads do not feel a brotherhood or a sisterhood with you, they will not trust you. And if they don't trust you and love you, they will never accept your offers, your products. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter what your products or offers are. If they don't trust you, there's going to be that block. There's going to be that barrier, and you're never going to progress in your business. So, my friends, to bring meaning and value into your life, you need to learn and master yourself, and do not let the challenges of life stop you. So here we are, coming to the end of my Go Live. I've had the opportunity to share with you this powerful message, and I'm very, very happy to have done that. It's always a great honor for me to share with you. And if you want to reach out to me, there is my website. I put it on the banner. You cannot click this, by the way. You've got to copy and, or excuse me, write it down, I suppose, and or type it out and copy and paste it, however it may work. Whatever works for you. I don't know whether you work on a mobile or on a laptop or on a desktop. Don't know what the case may be. But there is my link tree. This is, if you go in here, there's a whole bunch of assessments and different links and all my social media pages and all that sort of thing. You can reach me on anything in there. So I'd be happy to have you reach out to me if you find yourself in a place where you'd like to learn more about this. This is a powerful, powerful lesson, my friends. And it is something that will change your lives. It will lead you to the next level on such an awesome journey, on such an awesome path that you will wonder, wait a second, how did this get so easy? What in the world? I never expected this amazing result before. Trust me, when you are able to get your clarity, get your vision, be firm, have unshakable belief, and get into that place where you know what you need, what you desire, I almost said the word want, and the things that you want to create in your life, and the best way to manifest them through the law of attraction. You, my friends, will have answered a question that many monks have been trying to teach us for thousands of years. Religion has been trying to teach us how to do this through faith. The catch is the judgment. The judgment and the punishment is what will hold you back. And that is part of all of those four. There's a judgment and punishment in all of those four, but it's self-judgment and self-punishment, because you're not experiencing, you're not embracing your personal clarity through awareness and choice, my friends. So the answer is to align and structure your life to prevent these 5 challenges from arising. And you must use these techniques to clear that dark cloud from your mind if you find yourself in that place. And if you do find yourself in that place, you know where I am. And my friends, if you choose to climb that mountain, embrace your own journey, I'd be honored and happy to meet you at the peak. Much love, my friends, you magnificent manifestors. Look forward to seeing you. This is Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you Friday night. Much power. Oh, by the way, 2021 is the year without fear, as far as I'm concerned. 2020 was a dress rehearsal with all kinds of garbage and all kinds of misinformation and disinformation. And we are going to move forward with power. We are going to move forward with absolute understanding of who we are and what we need to be and what we're going to do in this next coming year. Reach out to me, my friends. I'm happy to be here to help you. Much love.